So hey, my name is Gary and I work for Lost Pilgrims. We're working on a game called Vagrus, the Riven realms, and I'm the creative director of the game.
So Gary, what is Vagrus, the River Realms?
Okay, so Vagrus is a strategy role-play game set in a dark fantasy world, kind of a post-apocalyptic fantasy world, you could say. And there are a lot of role-play game aspects, like a lot of fully fledged characters you can meet. But basically you control or manage a caravan of sorts. So you're also, the strategy part comes from managing your crew or your cargo. The trade aspect of the game is there as well.
So it's kind of like Pillars of Eternity a little bit, Dreadfire?
Parts of it, yeah, but Pillars of Eternity is more like Baldur's Gate. I'd more like compare this to Sunless Sea or even maybe Banner Saga, even though Banner Saga is more linear. Here's an open world experience where you can explore a large world and go wherever you want, basically.
What are some of the challenges for making a turn-based fantasy RPG in 2019?
So with a small team like ours, everything basically is pretty challenging, but especially like RPGs and strategy games like this, especially open world ones, have a lot of assets. So creating all those assets, the art, the character art, I think that's the most challenging on our part.
So is this a type of fantasy RPG where like each character has their own unique abilities and class? You don't create your own class. You have your healer, your person who heals. You have your person who does damage. You have your person who's your tank. That kind of stuff.
You do create your own character, who's the leader of the caravan. But you encounter all these other characters in the game, and they have their set skills, and they can you can upgrade them. They have levels. They grow stronger. And they are also in various roles in the caravan, so you can have like a guard captain in the caravan, so you can promote them to these deputy roles.
So talk about this. Talk about the environments in this world. You said it's an open world RPG.
Okay, so the world of Vagrus, which is called the River Realms, the subtitle of the game, has been in the making for over 20 years now, as a setting of our own for our role-play game sessions, tabletop sessions. So we thought that there's so much material to work with that we should translate it into a game. So the setting is pretty dark. Writing is kind of mature. It's a bit low key, in a sense that it's not a super. There are no super epic, things to begin with, but more mundane things in a very dangerous world.
Do you feature permadeath in your game?
You can load your game, so I wouldn't say that. You can certainly play, like never load a game, but that would be silly. So no, actually, like in a non-roguelike RPG, you can save and load and stuff.
So when does the game come out and what platforms will it be on?
Okay, so there's a Fig campaign that's running now. Fig is kind of like Kickstarter. It's a crowdfunding platform. And you can definitely catch it on Fig in late April, early May. And other than that, early access is probably around summer this year. And the full release, hopefully, next year, somewhere second quarter.
So do you have a Kickstarter page right now people can go to support you, or a Fig page?
A Fig page, yeah. It's I think it's coming to the public in Fig, because in Fig you have a backstage kind of period, and then it becomes publicly available, and that will happen later this month, earlier May, maybe.
Are one of your stretch goals Nintendo Switch?
Definitely, because everybody tells us, and we're sort of aware, we've been aware that the game would work very well on Nintendo Switch, so this is something that we're looking into, even though first we are committed to deliver the game for PC, and then look into perhaps doing it on Switch.